or acted in, all we could think about was this day, as we owned the Empowered Pub volleyball, and parties at Gatsby turned out for what? This day drew closer. As we ended our year on the red carpet, all we could think about was this is our last prom, and this aforementioned day was only a few weeks away. And now that it's finally here, all we can think about is today is the day. We finally made it. This day, May 16th, 2014, has arrived, and we have all survived. We have fought a good fight, and we have finished the courses. However, we can't take all the credit. I know for me personally, God has been number one in my success here at ECS, and I know that a lot of you would readily agree. Next, I would like to thank Dr. Dunn and the late Mrs. Dunn for their vision and foresight in founding this remarkable institution. In addition, I believe I speak for the entire senior class as I say thank you to our parents, grandparents, siblings, aunties, uncles, cousins, and all those who have supported us throughout our journey. I could not imagine having reached this moment without you. Furthermore, I would like to thank our teachers who have taught us, told us hilarious jokes, and those who invested in our lives, prayed with us, and forced us to keep on when senioritis was becoming overwhelming. Could you guys please stand? Woo. Although only 3 of you were recognized, each and every one of you deserves an award for all that you have done for us. Thank you, Mrs. Todd, Mr. Stedke, Mr. Zartman, Dr. Hunt, and the rest of the administration for making sure we had the tools we needed to apply to college and helping us with everything we've needed throughout this busy year. We could not have done it without you. So now, as I was wondering how I could make this night and my speech more memorable for you, someone suggested that I write a rap.
Oh no.
Then someone suggested that I sing.
No.
Thus, my final thought was to write a few lines that happened to rhyme. So I did. Stand. Because if you don't stand for something, you will fall for anything. So as we disembark after tonight, go our separate ways, shine bright like a light. We have to stand for something, or the world will captivate our minds and make us fall for anything, create our own tragedy before it's time. So S is for start, because our past does not define us. ECS has been great, but it was only an introduction. A brushstroke in a breathtaking work of art called Our Lives, a family incorporated production. Nobody can go back and start a new beginning, but anyone can start today and make a new ending. Robert Browning once said, "The best is yet to be." Robert Browning was right, and that we will soon see. In Proverbs 3, verse 5 through 6, it says, "Trust in the Lord, and he will lay down the bricks. As we move forward, he will work out the things." Because T is for trust, as it says in Proverbs 3, verse 5 through 6. A is for authenticity, because without it, there would be no diversity. It's not fake or faux. Thanks, Mrs. Courtright. That word really helps my flow. I'm sure you all know college changes an individual, but we have to stay true to ourselves and our values. We have to remember where we want to go and not forget what we already know. What will it be for a man to gain the whole world and lose his own soul? What will it be for us to gain an education and lose our identity? A is for authenticity. Let's not forget that nobody's perfect. But that is not an excuse to give up, say it's not worth it. We will make mistakes. We already have. We may falter, we may fall flat out on our face. But that does not matter as long as we end up standing with God's grace. Thus, N stands for nobody's perfect. But our pursuit for excellence should not be handicapped by it. D is for determination. Something you will definitely need in order to succeed. We can stop, but we won't you ready?